We're in Bryan, downtown on the square. It's Mopar night, and we've got all kinds of Mopars around the square tonight. With me right now, give me your name.
Robert Jacobs.
Robert, where are you from?
Eden, Ohio.
Eden, and what you got sitting here? It's a pretty little Mopar sitting right to your right.
71 Swinger.
Oh my gosh, and you told me you had this thing for a couple years.
Over 30 years.
How in the world did you end up with a Swinger? That's, you see Cudas, you see Challengers, you see all kinds of Mopars. Swingers, not so much. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, they're few and far between. I bought it off my neighbor. I used to drive him to work, and he had this, and his son wrecked the quarter panel on it, so I bought this for 600 bucks.
Oh my gosh, okay.
But I've put a lot of money into it.
Isn't that the case always, huh?
Yep.
So what have you done to it?
Well, it had a 318 two-barrel in it, and I put the 360 bored out 30 over with a Hurst Super Shifter 4-speed and an 8 3/4 posi rear end. And
now,
the interior was pretty much good when I got it.
Okay, all right.
But it needed a paint job.
Was it a black car originally?
No, it was a gold color.
Gold color, yeah.
Gold color.
I remember seeing those things. I'm old enough to be around the Swingers. There were not a lot of them out there, but if you couldn't afford a Cuda or a Challenger,
right,
and you wanted that Mopar, this was a pretty nice replacement.
Poor man's Roadrunner is what it is.
It is a poor man's Roadrunner, isn't it, huh? There's no doubt about that. So why, it was the next door neighbors, it was only 600 bucks, but there had to be a reason why you wanted the Swinger.
I like the looks of it.
Yeah.
The body style.
Yeah. It's a good looking automobile.
Yep.
There's no doubt about that.
It's not big, it's not small.
I bet it gets up and down the highway a little bit though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it moves right out.
And I bet it doesn't get 35 miles a gallon.
No.
But
I actually have no idea what it gets.
And you don't really care, do you?
I don't even care.
Do you get it out and take it to a lot of shows, do you?
This is only my second one this year.
Okay.
Because the weather hasn't been very good, and it's hard to get out. And
you know what?
This is the first time this year in Bryan.
So where else will you go then with this?
Montpelier.
Go to Montpelier? Yep. You know what? I'll tell you what. It's a good-looking car, and I'm really glad that you brought it out and spent a little time with us today.
Yep.
Again, as you said, a poor man's Roadrunner.
Poor man's Roadrunner.
Well, I'll tell you what. You don't have to be a poor man to have a car like this. It's probably worth a lot more money than that 600 bucks that you gave for it.
Oh yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Yep.
Hey, I appreciate your time and appreciate the information. Thanks for bringing the Swinger out to the downtown Bryan tonight. We're on the square in Bryan, brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln, the main stops of Northwest Ohio, Case Beer, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep, Wheelan Automotive, and Culligan Sales and Service of Northwest Ohio.